The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
All righty, folks. Welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour right here at TFNN.com. Coming to you live inside the, live inside Tiger TV on TFNN.mobi. Some cool upgrades. If you haven't checked it out, definitely hop on over to TFNN.mobi. All right, let's go ahead and check out what's going on in the markets. Let me go ahead and pull up a quote screen here. We got some nice trades going on in oil. Let's go ahead and just back up and check out where everything's at. We got the S&P is currently down 11 points. We have Russell is currently down a little over 6. NASDAQ down 27. The Dow down 66. We'll get on over to our metals. We got copper down 1.5%. Nadex actually just adjusted their copper and their natural gas strike widths, making them narrower and making them easier to find better trading opportunities. So check those out. If you haven't checked out their binaries on that, they just tightened up their strikes. And they announced they're going to tighten up their strikes. They'll be doing it on March 16th. So I'm getting a little ahead of myself, just getting back into things after being back from New York. But yeah, on March 16th, they're going to be tightening up those strikes. And so that will make, coppers and natural gas are big movers. So if we get some tighter strikes on those, could really make it a little bit better. And let's see, a lot of big things happening. But before I get into all those, I'll go ahead and finish up the market wrap. We have corn is up 1 point on the day. We have soybeans currently down 7.5. Pound dollar is up 15 pips. Euro dollar up 12. Dollar franc down just 6 pips. US yen moving decent, down 54. Euro yen down 45. Euro pound pretty flat on the day. Just up a pip with the Aussie yen up 42 and the Aussie dollar up 69. Pound yen down 67. Franc and yen pair is giving us some great movements lately. We got the euro franc up 54, the pound franc up 45. Dollar CAD is currently down 76, so some nice moves on the dollar CAD. We'll get on over at, let's see here. We got our bonds are currently slightly negative. Dollar index getting hammered a little bit today, down about 0.25%. Then we got oil. Oil is just moving, up over 1.5%, up 83 cents on the day. Going in, looking at general news, just some of your stories that I've noticed coming through the high lines. Brent futures hitting a seasonal high, moving on, or session high, moving above $61 a barrel. And let's see, so nice move right there. We got the Dow and the S&P closing at record highs yesterday, but giving some of those back on up. NASDAQ topping 5,000 yesterday. First time in apparently 15 years. So the Wall Street, the Dow, falling from its latest records. Auto sales a bit off right there. European stocks slide and their bond yields rise. Going on, we got euro dollar rising to retest the 1.12. It's amazing to even be saying that. 1.12 level. As the dollar is getting a little bit weaker in the process on the day, bouncing from that 5-week low. Gold is gaining with the stocks declining, but right now gold is currently down on the current session. So we've got both of them going down at the moment. So we got all that stuff going on. We got, like I said, the Dow moving up big, and let me go in here. And I will pull up some charts for you here in just a moment. But before I get into all that with you, okay, what I'd like to do is go over some cool things that are happening. Nadex is opening up to international countries. They are going global. They will be expanding actually to, looks like, I think 49 countries total. You can see the current countries. They've already added them on. Of course, they're getting all the processes in place for, user verification and background and all that fun stuff. But they got at least 20 of them listed on here now. We got Australia, Austria, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, China, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Gibraltar, Greece. They got Guernsey. I don't even know where that is. I'll have to look that one up on a map. Guernsey. They got Hong Kong, Hungary, Iceland, India, Ireland, Isle of Man, Israel. We got Israel. We got Italy. We got Japan, Jersey, Republic of Korea. South Korea. We got Liechtenstein and Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malaysia, Malta, Mexico, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, the Philippines, Poland, Portugal, the Russian Federation, Singapore, Slovakia, Slovenia, South Africa, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, UK, and the United States, including the territories of the United States. So it is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Last I checked, there's 20. I'm pretty sure I just read off more than 20 countries, and that list will keep growing until it is up to the 49 country list that they plan on expanding out to. So pretty exciting stuff there that they keep adding on these different countries. And that means that more traders are going to come on. Like, why does this benefit you as a trader? One, of course, you talk to traders, traders overseas. They can hop in. They can start trading it now. But also, it means more traders. More traders attracts more liquidity providers, more market makers. More market makers is good because more market makers means competing to get orders filled. Competing means tighter bid-offer spreads. Okay? So, they get a long trade. They want to unload that to the other side. If they're not out of it, they want to be the first one in line. So they compete on bid-offer spreads. So over time, as we see these countries, not only they're open, but as they get open, as they get funded, as traders come in and trade live, as that increases, then that allows for more volume trades, more liquidity providers, and better bid-offer spreads. So pretty excited about those things that are happening and how we can, as how that benefits us as traders. That's been one of the big reasons, one of my, you could say, selfish reasons for promoting Nadex is the easiest way I can put it is I want them to be successful because I make money trading them. And I want those bid-offer spreads to be tighter, so I'm paying less in the process and keeping more. So how does that happen? Well, more people have to trade on it, more liquidity providers have to come in. And so I'm excited knowing all the changes they have made, but the ones they continue to make, and now expanding out to more countries makes that even easier for them to be successful and bid offers to come down with more volume happening. So pretty excited about that. That was very sweet. Also, I went out to New York. I got to see Tommy out there. Out at the New York Traders Expo. It's always a good time. There'll be there's another one coming up in October. That one's in Las Vegas. Of course, that's always a fun time. And went out there and met with, Benzinga, met with Nadex. I actually did a few presentations in Nadex booth. I just, hopped up there. They're like, hey, some traders got some questions. They want to hear from a trader. So I hooked up a laptop. We talked about that, what was going on. And I walked through, just answered a lot of questions about spreads and binaries and went through, advanced tips for experienced traders. Saw a bunch of you out there that I knew, which was awesome to meet some traders that I've talked to online, chatted with, maybe I've talked to on the phone, and or done emails with, and actually get this meet you in person is it was a privilege, is an honor, it's a lot of fun, and it's good to find out that they're really committed to continuing to grow the exchange, expand the exchange, make the exchange better, make it more efficient. And obviously, attracting as many market makers as they can, as well as FCMs. So there's some great stuff going on there. And money shows are picking up. They slowed down the last couple of years, but they really seem to be picking up in user, attendance, people actually showing up. And so that's exciting to see. That means more traders are getting interested, in trading. It's sort of, I guess you could say coming back. So it sort of seemed to slow down there for the last few years after 2008, and it just took a while for it to really boost itself back up. And so I like to see that a lot of people are getting back into trading. I'm just wanting to figure out how to define the risk. Talk to a lot of futures and forex traders wanting to know how to hedge, using the spreads, or some that are just wanting to, have a smaller risk and use just spreads. Some want to use the binaries for the unique advantages they offer intraday, and maybe just because they don't have a lot of time to trade. So we just went through all sorts of different strategies, and was able to even do some mentoring with a couple of traders I know. Got to meet with Kevin out there, and he knocking it out of the park. He's doing a great job. So anyway, so those are people I met with and what was going on, and what is it, and really it's where a whole bunch like brokers, educators, providers, news providers, software providers, all come. They have booths, but then there's also like 100+ breakout sessions, and those rooms were packed to like from one end to the other. They have all these free trainings and breakout sessions. They have some paid trainings, but like 99% of the trainings are free. And so you can go in and you can ask questions of traders. And of course, just like I said, for me, part of it's just getting to hang out with traders I know. I met one of my mentors was out there. Actually, a couple of my mentors were out there. I got to meet up with 2 of them, and so just catch up with them. So it's also another thing. It's just like sort of a cool time to sit back, relax, and just talk shop a little bit with people that you've known over the years. So definitely check it out. Check out the next one, moneyshow.com. You can check out the one coming up in Vegas here in October if you want to go to that. Let's see. What else do we got going on? Oh, the weather was crazy. Yeah. I had it was crazy in Dallas, which is, pretty rare. And in Dallas, we were ready to take off, and it was just starting to snow, and we ended up having to sit there for like half an hour. So I see like 4 inches of, snow like accumulating. It seems like on our on the wings of the plane, and I'm like, oh, great. And because now, Dallas, we have, like 3 or 4 snow ice days, whatever, a year, and that's it. So we don't really have a lot of equipment. So I think there's like 2 de-icing, 1 or 2 de-icing machines, I think, at the DFW airport. There's probably more than that, but it seems like there's only a couple. And spent about 3 hours on the runway waiting in the de-icing line. They were giving out free granola bars, though, so that definitely made it worth the wait. And so as we're sitting there waiting on that to happen, and then but we made it there. We made it safely, and better than some. I know some people they got diverted to different airports and all sorts of stuff, but got out of there. And I know like Sunday, LaGuardia got closed down or shut down. They weren't allowing a lot of planes to take off, so a lot of traders were coming back for another day. And fortunately, I chose to fly out on Monday, so my flight took off with only about a 30-minute delay, so not too bad. And just the winds were high or something, but it's pretty crazy traveling during that winter time. They need to make it. They need to make that expo happen in a little warmer time of the year, I think. Anyways, off the trip, back onto the markets, and we have a lot of stuff covered already. We've already covered the the big announcement, which is the 20 countries. That's going to 49. That's pretty big. We get back, we'll go through, we'll look at some charts, and talk about news, and also maybe look over some other strategy and examples of how to trade on Nadex. Stay right there.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, the Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Check out the new look of Tiger TV. Now you can see all hosts, charts, and computer screens live in high definition. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV. Now, crystal clear in high definition, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't seen the new look of Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com. Darrell, take your now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Pardon me, right there. All right. So, anyways, wanted to get back on track with you, and we're looking over here at a few different things. And wanted to go through some of the different strategies that you can use, but also wanted to talk about just some charts and pulling up some of the charts that we talked about on some of the prices we were looking at. And first one, since we're going to look at some of these, big highs and lows, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pull in so much information. I think I'm going to use a Thinkorswim just chart. Give me a second here while I pop this window out. And we look at that. 1 second here. There we go. Detach. And maximize. And once we get that done, pull that over here. And then let me just get rid of all these studies. Remove all. There we go. That's easy. Okay. So now that we got that done, I'm going here to check out the daily bars, and like I said, Wall Street falling from these record highs. And let's pull back, weeks and years, and to see how many days will they give us. So we're going to go style. We're going to go in and look at as many years back as we can get. Put it on monthly. And I don't even know if they're going to give them all to us. Maybe we go in and we can try the diamonds. Do the same thing. Yeah, just just breaking those highs, keep going up, up, up. Today, just sort of flip-flopping back and forth, though. And we were also going in the NASDAQ, NQ popping up. and hitting 44. What was that? The high there, going up 44.8325, right off those highs from the last 15 years. We got let's see, Brent crude. So let's see, I don't know if they have Brent in here or not. European stocks been down, euro dollar, testing that. Let's go ahead and pull up the euro dollar real quick. I'm just sort of recapping the charts from some of the stories, and coming on back down. It tried to push on back up, but overall, it hasn't really been able to do it. Let's go ahead and let's see. We got 1.2 from that 5-week low, 1.0978, and let's go back down to just we'll go to 15-minute bars here. And anyway, so we got that massive low. Tried to pull them. It has pulled back up. It hit 1.2. Just oscillating. Obviously, this is going to be a massively important price level. Right here, 1.2. It's just that nice, big round number. Markets like round numbers. As you can see, it comes down to it. It oscillates on 1.2 over and over and over and over again, literally. So spending a lot of time just going above and below, but like coming right back to that 1.2 median, as if it itself is almost like a determined settlement, and it's just going to keep pulling back to it. So it's going to take some real strength to break away. Is anybody going to have enough confidence to make it fly up or push it down and break new lows? And like I said, if we can go back to the lows, and we can see the lows we got back here in January, and then at 1.0978 on January 26th, there on the euro dollar. Going back down to the 15 minutes, we can look at, I prefer 10, so let's see if we can get that. We'll look at the 10-minute charts, and let's look at some volume with this, okay? So looking at the 6E and just sort of seeing where some of these high inflection points are coming. Looks like obviously one of those is going to be right here, where we have a higher volume there, and that's going to put us at a sort of a basically level of 1.18 is going to be a massive return there. So about 20 pips from where we're at right now, but that is a current magnet that's pretty strong. And then we also go over here, and above it we're looking at right there about 1.244, and of course with 1.2 right in the middle. So pretty much 1.24, 1.2, and 1.18 being our major oscillation zones at the moment with the magnet pricing on them. And to get any kind of magnet pricing back, you have to like really load a lot of data to pull further back. So hopefully that can help you out though with your euro dollar trading and target levels, and just understanding that those are going to be the 3 inflection points that we're probably dealing with. I wouldn't be surprised with for the rest of the week, as obviously being the news helping us break out of those levels one way or the other. Going on into the news, let me go ahead and pull up our news calendar. So over here on the news, we got Forex Factory, and we'll talk about some of this when we get back right after the break.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, folks, going back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour, and we're going through right now and talking about the news that you can use, being aware of news. It's very important whether you are someone who trades the news. If you are trading while the news is happening, you better be aware of it. Otherwise, you can get hit by a bus, like not knowing the oil inventory and trading oil is coming out. That report obviously has a pretty big impact on oil. And so let's see here. Going in here and looking up the news counter, getting the news trading plan pulled up, and just catching up on everything for you. So let me see here. Last night we had the Aussie. That was one thing I was like, hey, be aware of that. We have some Aussie reports coming out. But I wanted to get, there we go. Okay, got it. Aussie cash rate. Said be very, very aware of that. That came out. Definitely had a bit of an impact, you could say, on the markets. If I go in and pull up, let's see here. Here's the euro dollar right now, but let me grab the Aussie and go on over here. And we had the Aussie building approvals. We also had a cash rate on them as well. You can sort of see when that happened on the chart because it was a half deviation move. And pretty quickly, we had to move, go, high to low right there, just in about a little less than 20 minutes. Covered 72 pip range. So it's one of those things you want to be aware of, right? And, make sure you have your whole trading plan built in to take care of that. And, watch out, a lot of times, because I'll post a lot of news trades, but if there's any interest rate statement coming out, okay, you don't want to trade maybe your normal news trade like that happens during that time. So if you had, there was building approvals, it's like, well, okay, well, the interest rate, statement's coming out, the cash rate's coming out at 10:30. You probably want to be out of that trade before 10:30. Okay, so just be aware of that. So, and let's see here. What else? So basically what I'm trying to say is we had the building approvals number, which is a number we normally trade. But again, if that cash rate statement's coming out, you're going to want to make sure that, you adjust your expirations to be before that, that release comes out. And let's see. So if I'm looking at yesterday, we can see over on the Aussie here, we had building approvals at 7:30. So just make sure and the cash rate's at 10:30. So just make sure you're out by 10. Okay. To put those pieces together. Now to go on over, we also had the pound dollar, had their construction PMI come on out last night. And let me pull up the pound dollar chart over here. And that one came on out, pound dollar, right there. So, and that one came out from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. was our trade. We were looking for a move to stay ideally within about 30 pips between the entry of the trade at 11 o'clock. So right there, let's see, got 2,300. Let's get on over here. There we go, 2,300. And then exiting the trade, or the expiration of the trade really being at 7 a.m. So right here, it literally has 0 tick. So great iron condor. That was the one entering at 11 for a 7 a.m. for a $30 minimum profit. That's where we're buying. We're basically trading on Nadex. We're doing 2 credit spreads. We're buying the lower spread. We're selling at the upper spread and collecting, premium. So basically the value that most people are paying, we're collecting, being on the opposite side of that, and defining our risk in the process. As far as this morning, had a variety of trades come out: CAD, GDP, RMPI, quite a bit of movement going on in the CAD today. So pretty decent mover today. Let me go ahead and pull up the dollar CAD. And like I said, it's one of the bigger movers out of the FX pairs today overall. And it had just a massive, massive gap. And that one just, it just took off. So, look at that. So we just had this massive drop, and it makes you go over. Whenever I see a trade like that, you know what I do? I go in, and I'm like, okay, well, I want to double check and make sure I don't have a chart error. That's why I always like to have 2 sets of charts, 2 different charting systems. Because every once in a while, there'll be something weird, and I want to check it. It's like, yeah, it's just like, Ninja Trader, that's one thing. Like, you can see, this whole bar continuation. Ninja, it shows it actually has true tick data, not fill data. So therefore, it's going to show there literally was there was the last one, and then boom, first trade happened right there. So that true tick data, you actually see it at a gap intraday. It's a pretty big move on the dollar CAD, and looking at that trade, what did we get? It was pretty big. Like I said, it was pretty big. 8 a.m. right there. So, and then over at 10, much bigger than expected on this one. So yeah, 67 pips. So that one did not work out as well. The other one worked out perfectly. But it would have been a good strangler straddle, I guess, if you pulled that one off. It would have worked out well for you. Let's see. News coming up tonight you want to be aware of. We got the Aussie GDP coming out. So usually it's only a 30-pip move. We're seeing a little bit more movement in the FX, so be careful on that. You could do a 30-pip iron condor, but again, just be aware. A little bit more movement than normal, okay? And just with there's just been so many FX interest rate news and new QE coming out, and new QE in Europe and ramped up QE in Japan. It's supposedly slowing down QE in the U.S. and talks of raising interest rates and here and lowering them everywhere else, and So just be careful on that. But it looks like the statistical trade historically is Aussie GDP stays within a 30-tick range, 10 out of 12 months between the period of 6 and by the time it expires at 11. The other trades, so there's your Aussie GDP, Iron Condor. And then we got, for the other one we have coming on up tonight is we got the Pound Services PMI Iron Condor. It will get 11 to 7, stays within a 30-pip range. So again, buying the lower spread, selling the upper spread. And the Euro retail sales, same thing, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. This one, though, 25-pip range. So probably going to be a pretty quiet night on the front there. One thing to be aware of is China is going to be releasing their HSBC Services PMI. That's coming out at 8:45. That can also have an additional impact on the Aussie dollar and yen pairs. So just know that that's there. Some other trades happening in between some of these trades that is called out. We got the pound, Halifax, HPI, usually not a market mover by itself. Spanish Services PMI, also not a mover. Italian Services PMI, big PMI day. And then on Wednesday, we're going to have the ADP NFP employment change coming out at 8:15. Okay? Usually that does not have a big impact. Obviously, the NFP itself does, but the one that comes out on Wednesday, okay, does not have that. And let's see, what else we got? So NFP itself does not. Again, that's 8:15, where we're looking at that coming out. And so we're looking for a potential $30 Iron Condor on that. What might make me be a little cautious there is the Canadian bank rate statement. But it comes out at 10, which is good, which also should quiet the market down a little between 7 and 9. They're going to be making their rate statement right there at, what is it? The release is at 10 a.m., so we're looking at a 9 to 11 trade for about $30. Usually not a big market mover there. And let's see, ISM non-manufacturing PMI is coming out on Wednesday, and it'll be released at 10 a.m. and then again 9 to 11, 25 pips, and we're looking to use that on the Euro Dollar Iron Condors over on Nadex. We got an FOMC member speaking at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Should not be a major speech, just one to be aware of. Let's check and see the fun details on this speech and see if it's one that we really even want to be concerned with. And, you know, like basically, is it a policy statement or is it just like a Kiwanis Club visit? You know, so we'll go in and to look at that, let's see here, Wednesday at 9 a.m. Where is Evans talking? Evans is talking. Due to speak about the economic outlook and monetary policy at the Lake Forest Lake Bluff Rotary Club, a 2015 economic breakfast. Audience questions will be expected. And that's Charles Evans. He's the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago president. So obviously that can have an impact on the markets, but it shouldn't be a lot of wow happening right there unless somebody's trying to make a name for themselves. Let's see here. Going on in, we have the weekly oil inventory report coming on out on Wednesday as normal. That'll be released at 10:30. And let's see here. So weekly oil inventory Wednesday at 10:30. And Aussie retail sales and trade balance. Let's see. Let me. Okay. We got. All right. So the Aussie retail sales, again, they've been really volatile in their news releases. So I'm going to, this is one of those 10 out of 12 trades that stays inside 30 pips. Probably be, I'm not going to be trading as large of a size on this one just because they've had so much volatility with all their interest rate statements. Okay. The normal trade is 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. for a profit of $30 when this release comes out on Wednesday night at 7:30 for you. Okay. So that Aussie dollar Iron Condor there. And, I mean, it's good. I definitely suggest you demo trade it and check it out to sort of see how it responds and learn from it. But I mean, you got 4 hours of premium in there. See if you can get enough premium on to put the trade on. one thing to be aware of with this trade is there will be one of their RBA governors, sort of like our Fed Reserve guys, will be speaking at 8:30. That could add a little volatility in the mix at the same time. So just something to keep in mind. Let's see. We'll have the Euro-German factory orders coming out at 2 a.m. on Thursday. And then we get the big reports later. And then we get the pound interest rate is coming out. This one I really like. Usually it's a great trade. It just stays flat, waiting on the euro when the pound interest rate and the euro come out at the same time. Sometimes they don't always, but when they come out together, a lot of times everything gets sort of held up until the euro press conference, and that's when things break out. And let's see here. So what we're going to look at is we got the official bank rate, the asset purchase facility and MPC rate statement being released at 7 a.m. on Thursday. And let's see here. And what I like to do is do an iron condor. So I'm going and just making my side notes on my news. An iron condor on the 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. For a 30-tick profit. Okay? And so I'll go in. That's literally like before the statement comes out there. Okay? So it's being released at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. So it's right in through the release because it's before the Euro press conference comes out. And let's see. What else do we have with this? We'll also have the pound bank rate asset purchase facility. Votes coming out. Let me pull up. I want to see if there's a typo there. I want to pull that and go over to, Forex Factory. We'll look at Thursday morning. I'm trying to give you all this because obviously the next show is Thursday afternoon, so I want to make sure you have it all in advance. At least you're aware of it. Okay, it says like rate statement is tentative, but really it's at the same time. Like if we, let me show you what I mean. If I go up and I pull up, when they do this, and let's just look at what time it came out, okay? With time change. Okay, so 6 with time change, so 7. And as we go through each one of them, you'll see 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. So this one we ought to be back on the 7 cycle. Notice it always comes out at the same time as the asset purchase facility. Okay, see the asset purchase facility, bakery vote came out at 7. They say the rate statement, though, is tentative. Asset purchase 6, 6. Asset purchase 7, MPC 7. Asset purchase 6, MPC 6. I don't even know why they say tentative, because they go in there. But like sometimes they don't issue the statement. That's the tentative thing on it. But like it's going to come out at the same time. So if they don't release it, you won't see it there. But they, like it's not a tentative time. It's a tentative will they release a statement with it. So don't get overly caught up in that. Basically, it just usually stays flat waiting on the Euro dollar press conference. But that's what you want to really be ready for, is that Euro dollar press conference. That's the fun trade too. But these are simple flat trades. Again, Euro minimum bid rate. Even on that, like I said, majority every once in a while, Draghi likes to come in and throw a curveball. But more often than not, you can get away with a simple 30-tick profit by doing an iron condor between 6 and 8. And then even you can look at even the 7 to 9 as a potential one as well on the minimum bid rate. What's important though is you want to actually be out of that one. I put 9 on there. Did I do that? Yeah, I meant to put 8. So, because you got to be out when that press conference happens. So let me pull that back up and show you what I mean over here. When this press conference happens at 8:30, then it's going to break out. So you don't want to be in an iron condor when basically when Draghi is doing a press conference after the interest rate.
Four-side punch.
Okay. Let's see. So make sure that you do use caution on that. And let's see here. That covers the minimum bid rate. We got that one covered. The next one to make sure we got on the list, we'll have the pound MPC rate statement that night. And then we got like 4 more reports you want to be aware of for the week, and that will wrap up the news. So stay right there. We'll wrap it up. Be back right after this.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David Dwight as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. We got some of those phantom commercials coming into the machines there. We got a pound MPC rate statement at 7:30. We talked about that one. We already got that covered and out of the way. Let's see. What is this one from? Okay. And let me make an update on that one. Sorry, just kind of, whenever I go through for the first time for the week since I've been out of town, I like to have that. Okay, there we go. And okay, and then we got the let's see, this should be a trade. So we got the MPC rate conference. We want to look at a strangle on that one. Okay, we usually get a nice, try to get about around a 40 tick strangle. And we got that. For the ECB conference. And there'll be a revision on revised non-farm productivity and revised unit cost on labor. Let's see here. Let me pull that one up over on Forex Factory here. That revision coming out on Thursday. So yeah, that's usually not a massive impact. It's just something to be aware about, aware of. And what else do we have going on? We'll have this is all in the morning on Thursday. U.S. unemployment claims at 8:30. So obviously that's also something to be aware of, but it'll be overshadowed most likely unless dramatic numbers come through, which most of them are crap anyway on the unemployment claims, as you know, just because they don't report to people who don't get unemployment, basically, anymore. They come out at 8:30. And let's see, you got the CAD IV PMI. That's our last morning trade on Thursday, and that's going to come out at 10 a.m. So entry at 9, expiration at 11 for a $35 profit will be the trade we're looking at on Thursday morning on the dollar CAD on the Nadex spreads. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you right back here on Thursday on the Diagnostic Trading Hour.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. You're watching Tiger TV.